Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with the good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
And the Clippers starting five. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Here's Beal. Pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Here's KD. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Dunn outside. Pass to Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old-school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Now here's Booker. Last game he had 34 points. Puts up a deep 3. Kicks it out to Jones. Booker outside. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Dunn against Booker. Dunn, the bounce pass. And finished off by Leonard.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Jones sets the pick for Beal. Here's the teardrop. The shot will not fall. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Pass to Harden. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Harden. Tries to save it, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Back to Booker. And the wing jumper offline.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Dunn finds Harden. Dunn outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Leonard. A fader. It's good.
You don't try to search out the mid-range jumper in the analytic age, but Kawhi Leonard does, and it works.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The Clippers, number 1.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Booker. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And most fans think of Devin Booker, they think of the range, but man, he's attacking right now to get to the line.
Harden outside, a 3-ball. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Jones. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. They set the pick. Pass to Richards. Can't get it to fall.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Inside, and the dunk by Zubac.
Wow. Zubac way up.
Suns trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Richards. They get the rebound. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Zubac.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
That's good from Richards. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Here's Booker, and the layup falls. Booker's got 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Jones. Nothing on the board. Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
Brent, Kawhi Leonard seems to be at his best. He is his most incredible when it matters the most.
Yeah, I think we sometimes tend to forget about how dominant Kawhi was in the performances at the biggest moments during the NBA Finals with his MVP awards, and it's mostly due to the fact that injuries have taken him away from those moments. But it's all in there. He is capable of dominating a game on both sides of the floor, Kevin, and I hope that there's another opportunity for us as fans to see him have one more crack at that, if not a couple more, before his career is over.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Grayson Allen's checked in for Jones. And a chance here to check out some stats for Norman Powell.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now here's Durant. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Stolen by Zubac. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Such a wide open look. Leonard's got 9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Allen, a screen on Jones. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Now here's Beal. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
Bradley Beal, so thick and strong, gets fouled, but still manages to get that shot off.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Bradley Beal. Shoot 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, one thing Bradley Beal does so well with his craft is he'll probe the defense. He's very patient. He's looking for weaknesses, and typically he'll find one.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Bradley Beal has been one of the most consistent scorers in the game year after year. He is an offensive machine.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Now here's Allen. No scoring in this one. Outside, Beal. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Durant, drilled from 11 feet out.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harden left side. Pass to Powell. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Now, Norman Powell has a lot of strength, and that time he played to it.
Allen kicks to Beal. It's good. This game is all even.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Leonard, no luck.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Harden dishes to Leonard. Outside, Jones. Traps in the tray.
We continue to see Leonard and his patience being able to deliver the ball like that.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to talk to his guys. change here. Bowles checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Simmons checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kawhi Leonard. On defense, Phoenix. Outside, Batum. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Booker.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
The Clippers trail. And here's Bogdanovic. Last game, 26 points. Drills the baseline jumper.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, getting around 24 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Phoenix. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Beal comes in for Bol. And Morris subbed in for Devin Booker. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Brown's checked in. And Simmons drops them both. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Morris against Powell. Morris passes to Plumlee. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 6. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Micic is checked in for the Suns. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Brown. The Clippers in the lead. Outside, Bogdanovic. Over in the corner, Batum. Back to Bogdanovic. Simmons sets a screen for Bogdanovic. No good on the triple. Beal against Bogdanovic. Beal the pass to KD. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Beal can't get it to go.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Batum kicks to Bogdanovic. Pass to Simmons. The 3 from Harden. And the 3 ball is good. Harden's got 6.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
Micic, the pass to Beal. Beal with a screen on Batum. Phoenix, no good that time either. Clippers leading by 4. Poke loose. Harden finds Powell. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded close. Pass to Powell. From past the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's KD for 3. Simmons pulls it in. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line.
That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Powell. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills, and it's Simmons in at the 5 spot. Here's Beal. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Beal dishes the ball. O'Neal against Powell. O'Neal kicks to Beal. O'Neal a screen on Bogdanovic. Here's Beal. The Clippers grab the miss. Simmons got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Bull.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
The first one falls.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Amir Coffey's checked in for Los Angeles. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Outside, Beal driving to the basket. Over to the wing. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at the Clippers. They're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, there's the Suns. They find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
And when you look at the Clippers, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bradley Beal.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Pass to Powell. Simmons, a screen on Allen. Powell, the pass to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Phoenix grabs the miss. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Back to Jones. And that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Clippers leading by 10. Leonard looking over the floor. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. the Suns making a change here. Durant's checked in. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Chris Dunn comes in for Bogdanovich. And here are the Suns now. A 12-point game. Pass to Durant. Suns moving the ball around. Outside, Jones. 5 to shoot to stop the run. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
But despite his outward demeanor, Durant plays with so much passion, takes the hit, still able to convert.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Well, we're always wishing good health on any player, but for Kevin Durant to remain that way, that's when you get a chance to see something special offensively.
Simmons sets a screen for Leonard. Pass to Powell from downtown. Plumlee with the rebound. Beal the pass to KD. That one good for 2. That's 12 points for KD.
What an unreal scorer Kevin Durant is.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Simmons. Pass to Powell. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Good play by Powell. Just a strong field to take the 3 that time.
Here's Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Ben Simmons.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Suns have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
Shoot 2.
No good on that one.
There's nothing about Tyus Jones that doesn't say team. He knows his job is to drop off passes, feed guys, and he really focuses on doing just that.
Bol, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. And the second free throw, good. Clippers leading by 9. And Simmons kicks to Zubac. Pass to Dunn. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Powell against Beal. The 3, here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
We've seen Bradley Beal elevate his playmaking ability over the years. It's nice work in the pick and roll.
Pass to Dunn. Now Simmons. Now here's Leonard, defended by Durant. Here's Zubac. Back to Leonard. Fires it up and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And that's now 19 points for Kawhi Leonard. Beal with a screen on Simmons. Jones up top, guarded by Simmons. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Devin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Clippers also changing it up. Jones comes in for Ivica Zubac. And James Harden has subbed in for Powell. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And it's Leonard missing. Suns trail by 10. Booker outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Beal kicks to Booker. Bull, a screen on down. Book it! Devin for three.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Grayson Allen's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in. Dunn finds Jones. Harden outside. To the middle. Here's Leonard in the paint. Kawhi gets it done.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player. I am the system."
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Harden the pass to Zubac. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That one is on Bull.
And just with his effort level alone, Zubac can put pressure on any defense. It's time to get him a trip to the line.
2 shots.
And that one misses.
The effort level from Zubac is something that the coaching staff and obviously his teammates greatly appreciate. Night in and night out, he's giving you his all.
Powell, he's checked in for Leonard. He hits the second from the line.
Such great concentration from Zubac. He's a man on a mission to just dominate the paint on a nightly basis.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge. They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Harden kicks to Dunn. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Over Bull. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 8 points.
That's where you got to give Zubac the ball because he's good at capitalizing close to the bucket.
Here's Booker. Booker taking the hit.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Allen finds Bull. Stolen by Harden. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
A few guys with better handles than James Harden. Really a magician with the rock.
Durant in the corner. Over Jones. KD so efficient in there.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Here's Zubac. Second chance effort. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside, KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
One of those nights that Kevin Durant is just massive for his team. For my money, this guy's the best scoring forward of all time.
It's Harden with the drive, and that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's his fourth foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
The Suns making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in, and the Clippers making a change here as well. Bogdanovich is checked in for Powell.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Zubac, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Looking now at some numbers for Zubac. He's been dominant over the last month. And of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. To the inside, Zubac, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And let's take a quick peek at the 2K leaderboard and the steal leaders from the point guard spot for the last 10 games. James Harden, third.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
Well, proactive style of defense is one thing, but using your smarts is another. They've got great anticipation of where that ball is going on any given play. They've read the scouting report.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Simmons is checked in, and so Durant nails them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And Simmons kicks to Bogdanovich. Zubac with the screen for Bogdanovich. Misses the easy stuff. Suns trail by 6. Durant with it. Jones covering.
And that one right there, that's the play with KD and that rip through. That move is so good that the league started to consider how they'd rewrite the rule book for guys reaching in.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
1:12 left in the first half. Outside, Jones. Clippers moving the ball around. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Off the inbound, and Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Jones. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Durant, the pass to Richards. Outside, Beal, pocket 6. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Oh, Beal measured that floater just right.
Outside, Simmons. Rebound by the Suns. Richards got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Beal. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Harden with it. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You've got to be kidding me. Draws the foul and hits the shot. What a play from 3-point range.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. And thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And get ready for the half court shot.